All right, guys. So the next book I'm going to read, I'm excited about this. It's JavaFX 9 by example, as you can see right there on the screen. Rich Client Applications for any platform, third edition by Phd.D. I think that's the way you pronounce it. I cannot imagine that being pronounced D, neither DA, um, nor DEA, but it could be because it's Asian, so it could be DEA. But it sounds to me like Day is probably the right pronunciation. Cardea or Carday. I'm gonna call it Day. Gerrit Grunwald, José Pereda, Phd.D, Shams Phillips, Mark Heckler. I am excited. I actually have another book called ProGit 9. Excuse me, Java, Pro JavaFX 9. But I don't know, something about this book just got my attention, and I thought, and this book is actually longer, that I would just get this one and maybe I'll read the other one after I finish this one. Because by the time that I finish reading the complete reference by Herbert Shield, I could read both of them by that time because Herbert Shield's book is like 1,100, 1,200 pages, and this one is only 540, I think, and the Pro JavaFX 9 I think is less than 500. So I could read them both back to back. All right, so um, let's get started. Okay, let's get to the first page. And in fact, with this book, I want to do it a little different. I haven't read anything except a few words. So we'll go through all the pages. I'm not going to read the menu, of course. There you go, by the authors. And this is not something that we're going to waste time reading. Let's not for the sake of the video. I did read through that. And the contents, of course. Let's just get to about the author. Now, this I want to read. So our first video is going to be reading just introduction because this is very inspiring. These people, these authors are very inspiring. So I want to read this before we get to the introduction and so on. All right, I think we owe it to them. So Day is a principal software engineer. He has been developing software for over 20 years for many clients. Oh, sorry. Let's do this. All right. He has been developing software for over 20 years for many clients from Fortune 500 companies to nonprofit organizations. He has written software ranging from mission critical applications to e commerce based web applications. His passion for software development started when his middle school science teacher showed him a TRS-80 computer. Carl has been using Java since the very beginning, and he has been a huge fan, JavaFX enthusiast. A fan, I just inserted that. Huge JavaFX enthusiast since the early days when it was its own language called JavaFX script. His current software development interests, UI, user interface, user experience, game programming, ooh, data visualizations, embedded systems, smartphones, AI, and robotics. When Carl is not working, he and his wife enjoy canoeing and day trips to the beach. Carl, okay, and his wife are proud parents of their younger daughter who attends Salisbury University. Carl and his wife are also proud of their older daughter, who is a high school teacher in Anne Arundel County, Maryland. Carl loves to go socially. There it is. That's gonna be me. Carl is also connected to LinkedIn. Twitter handle: he lives in Pasadena, Maryland, USA. All right, very nice, Carl. Okay, Gerrit Grunwald. Here's the man. Gerrit Grunwald is a software engineer with more than 10 years of experience in software development. He has been involved in development of Java desktop applications and controls. Okay, his current interests include JavaFX, HTML5, and Swing, especially development of custom controls in these technologies. Ooh, so he probably builds libraries. Wow. Gerrit is also interested in Java-driven embedded technologies like Java SE embedded on Raspberry Pi, iMX6, BeagleBone Black, QB Board 2, and similar devices. I gotta research that. He is a true believer in open source software and has participated in popular projects like JavaFX.org, as well as his own projects. Enzo, I gotta check that out. SteelSeries Swing and SteelSeries Canvas. Gerrit is an active member of the Java community where he founded and leads the Java user group Munster, Germany, and co-leads the JavaFX and Internet of Things community at Oracle. Oh wow, he works at Oracle. Okay, goes and he's a Java 1 rockstar. Oof, and Java champion. Oh my God, exactly what I want to do. He's good. 10 years and he's already that. That's great. He's also a speaker at conferences and user groups internationally. Oh man, these guys are amazing. This is very motivating. That's why I wanted to read it. These guys, it's what I want to be. I want to be like them. Jose Pereda, PhD, the man. PhD. Okay. Jose Pereda, PhD in structural engineering, works as a software engineer at Gluon. Okay. I like this guy is also, I mean, they're all big, obviously. Being on Java since 1999, he's a JavaFX advocate, developing JavaFX applications for mobile platforms and embedded platforms. He also works on open source projects, JavaFX Trust. Oh, with Gerrit. FX is co-authoring a JavaFX book, JavaFX Introduction by Example. Oh, well, nice. Blogging, tweeting, and speaking at conferences such as Java 1. Oh, I like Java 1. Jax, Jeff, J Focus, Javaland, and Coding Serbia. Nice. Jose lives with his wife and 4 kids in Valladolid, Spain. Oh, this guy is great too. Wow. Sean Phillips. Let's look at Sean. Sean Phillips is a Java software architect. Oof, Java software architect working currently working on ground systems for space science missions at NASA Goddard Space Flight Center. Oof, nice. He has developed and these guys are amazing. Wow. Kudos to you guys. Oh, by the way, this thing is using the, I don't know if you can see it. Oh, probably not because, hmm. Oh, there it is. Kudos to you guys. That's the Apple camera effects, which are triggered naturally. Okay. So he has developed embedded systems along with modeling simulation, wow, and visualization software for projects from commercial and military radar, heavy manufacturing, battle space awareness, and overflight. This guy is Tony Stark. Okay. Colin Phillips is a real Tony Stark right there. These guys are all amazing. Wow. Again, kudos, sir. I don't know how to trigger these Apple things quickly. It's a little finicky. Apple needs to get on that and get better. Like that. All right. Xiong is the lead developer of AFX is a free third-party library for JavaFX 3D components and data visualization tool. Wow. Wow. Sean enjoys, I'm gonna learn all of these things. He probably knows a lot of math. John enjoys sharing his experiments through log entries on various sites, including java.net. I'm gonna get there. The NetBeans D Zone and personal media. Sean and Phillips. Okay, I gotta follow all these guys. Sean lives in Bowie, Maryland, USA, with his very supportive wife, Stulma, and sons, Sebastian and Sean Alexander. Kudos to you, sir. And Mark Heckler. He looks happy, concentrated and happy, like satisfied, That's good. That makes me feel good. Mark Heckler is a principal technologist and developer advocate at Pivotal, a conference speaker and published author focusing on software development for the Internet of Things and the cloud. Excuse me. He has worked with key players in the manufacturing, retail, medical, scientific, telecom, and financial industries, and with various public sector organizations to develop and deliver critical capabilities on time and on budget. Wow. Mark is an open source contributor, author, curator of a developer focused blog, and on Twitter, MKHack. Wow. Mark lives with his very understanding wife, 3 kids, and dog in St. Louis, Missouri, USA. Wow, these guys are all amazing. Kudos to everybody. Now this one is for everybody. Okay, this is for everybody. I don't know how Apple's gonna do this, but man, Apple, you need to get this. You need to get this to work. Okay. Oh, by the way, let me. Yeah, get a little focus here. That's the way it's supposed to be. Okay, maybe I'll trigger it easier. Yeah, one. I guess it needs a few seconds. One. Oh yeah. Okay. That is great. And the technical reviewer. Let's see. Brian. All right, the youngest of all. Brian has been a software developer at a manufacturing company in Nebraska for close to 14 years. Wow. During his time there, he has programmed with multiple languages on a variety of platforms, including RPGLE. I never even heard of that. And on an AS4, now that I use that program, AS400, web developing with APS.NET, desktop application development with JavaFX, and recently REST services with JAX. Wow, this guy is legit. Thank you, uh, Malt. Thank you very much. All right, you get this too for you. There you go. Okay, now these technologies are pretty nice, but for the sake of the book, time, I'm going to skip this and let's get with the introduction and then get you started. I need to just bring this up here. All right. You know what? Let's read them. Let's read the acknowledgements. Okay. Card day. I would like to thank my amazing wife, Tracy, and my daughters, Caitlin and Gillian, for their love and support and sacrifices. And special thanks to my daughter, Kaylin, who's helped with illustrations. Oh, wow. And brainstorming fun examples for the first edition. A big thanks to Jim Weaver for being a great mentor and a friend. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me bring this up. Okay. I will also thank Josh Juno for his advice and guidance. Juno, actually. I think that's supposed to be read Juno. And guidance throughout this journey. A big thank you to Brian Mold for providing excellent feedback and most of all for testing my code examples. Wow, hey, Brian Mold is no slack, bro. Mine is hard in this. Thanks also to David Coffin for tech review in the second edition. Hats off to my co-authors Gerrit, Grundwald, José, Pereda, Sean Phillips, and Mark Heckler for their amazing talents. My co-authors are truly superheroes who come to my rescue to make this book possible. Who came to my rescue. They really are superheroes by their description of their merits. Very crazy. A shout out to the wonderful people at A-Press for the professionalism and support. A special thanks to Jonathan Gennick for believing in me and whipping me into shape again and again. Thanks to Jill Balsano for keeping us on track and getting us across the finish line. Thanks to all who follow me on Twitter, especially the topics, hashtags related to JavaFX, UI, user interface, user experience, and Internet of Things. Also, thanks to the authors Jim Weaver, Wakey Gao, Stephen King, Dean Iverson, and Johan Voss of the Pro JavaFX book for allowing me to tech review chapters in their first edition. Yeah, I think that's the other book that I have. I think that's it. Hmm. Yeah, I think those are the authors. Hmm. Okay, let me read this and then we'll check that out. Thanks also to Stephen Chen and King and Keith Combs for hitting up the awesome JavaFX user group. Nice. I want to also thank Raf Mahedra Heddi for helping me with the eWidget effects open source framework effort. Nice. Wow, these guys are expanding JavaFX like to beyond. Thanks to Kendrick Evers for always wanting to team up with me on talks and fun projects at past Java 1 conferences. Most importantly, thanks to all the past JavaFX 1.x book authors that helped inspire me. Wow, This is great. A massive thank you to the JavaFX community at large, which there are way too many individuals to name. Lastly, I want to give a big kudos and acknowledgement to the people of Oracle and ex-employees who helped me directly or indirectly as JavaFX 2.x 8 and 9 were being released. Nandini Ramani, Jonathan Giles, Jasper Potts, Richard Baer, Angela Caicedo, Stuart Marks, John June, David Grieve, Michael Heinrichs, David DeHaven, Nicholas Lorraine, or Lorraine, Nicholas Lorraine, Kevin Rushford, Sheila Zapero or Chapero, Gail Chappell, Cindy Costello, Scott Hummel, Germany Gordon, Alexander Kuznetsov, Irina Fedorsova, Dmitry Kostovarov, Dmitry Kostovarov, Ala Redko, Nancy Heidelbrand, and all the Java, JavaFX, and NetBeans teams involved. Whether whether then you whether then you eat or drink or whatever you do, do it all for the glory of that. He's Christian. Woo! Yes. Come on, this deserves it. Come on, Apple, don't fail me here. Yes. Oh, good. Me too, buddy. Me too, my brother. Yes, nice to be great. All right. So I know I picked the right book just by that. Oh my goodness. Lord, give me the wisdom now. Amen. All right, let's get on with the introduction. Yes. Yes. All right. It's too bad that this doesn't trigger like even after you move, like you have to keep it there for it to trigger. Like you gotta wait or something like that. I don't know. There you go. All right. Welcome to JavaFX 9 by example. What is JavaFX? JavaFX is Java's next generation graphical user interface, next generation toolkit that allows developers to rapidly build rich cross-platform applications. Built from the ground up, JavaFX takes advantage of modern GPUs through hardware-accelerated graphics while providing well-designed programming interfaces, enabling developers to combine graphics, animation, and UI controls. The new JavaFX 9 is a pure Java language application programming interface. Mhm. The new JavaFX 9 is a pure Java language application programming interface. So you write the code with Java, which is pretty good. The goal of JavaFX is to be used across many types of devices, such as embedded devices, smartphones, TVs, tablet computers, and desktops. Nandini Ramani, former VP of development at Oracle, he mentioned him, plainly states that in the intended direction of JavaFX as a platform in the following excerpt from the screencast introduction JavaFX. Introducing JavaFX. The industry is moving toward multi-core, multi-threading platforms with GPUs. JavaFX leverages these attributes to improve execution efficiency and UI design flexibility. Our initial goal is to give architects and developers of enterprise applications a set of tools and APIs to help them build better data-driven business applications. And Dini Ramani, former Oracle Corp, Vice President of Development, Java Client Platform. Wow. Before the creation of JavaFX, development of rich client applications involved the gathering of many separate libraries and APIs to achieve highly functional applications. These separate libraries include media, UI controls, web, 3D, and 2D APIs. Because integrating these APIs together can be rather difficult, the talented engineers at Oracle created a new set of JavaFX libraries that roll up all the same capabilities under one roof. JavaFX is the Swiss Army knife with GUI toolkits. Of course. It's cool. That was his daughter, probably. Okay, JavaFX 9 is a pure Java language, API that allows developers to leverage existing Java libraries and tools. Right. So this is gonna help me with my Noob calculator JavaFX project. This is why I decided to start this book, by the way. But I also have to start the books for TypeScript and React, I think it is, because those are required by the job that I'm gonna apply by the end of the year. unless God allows me to find another job that requires this kind of knowledge. Because I would like to be a pure Java developer. I would like to, like an expert Java developer. Okay, something about Java that I like. I don't know. I started with Python, but for some reason, I don't know why. Because Java even seems more complicated to write. I'm sorry, but just Java just helped. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so depending on who you talk to, you're likely to encounter different definitions of user experience, or in the UI world, UX. But one fact remains: the users will always demand better content and increased usability from GUI applications. In light of this fact, developers and designers often work together to craft applications to fulfill this demand. JavaFX provides a toolkit that helps both the developer and designer, in some cases the same person, create wow, create functional yet aesthetically pleasing applications. That's what I want. Another thing to acknowledge when developing a game, media player, or the usual enterprise application is that JavaFX will not only assist in developing richer UIs, but you will also find that APIs are extremely well designed to greatly improve developer productivity. Hmm. We're all about the user of the API's perspective. Hmm. Hmm. Although this book doesn't go through an exhaustive study of all JavaFX 8 and 9's capabilities, okay, you will find common use cases that can help you build richer applications. So I'll read both books. Hopefully, this book will lead you in the right direction by providing practical real world examples. Yes, sir. Thank you. Some history. In 2005, some microsystems acquired the company C Beyond, where a software engineer named Chris Oliver created a graphics-rich scripting language known as F3, form follows function. Mhm. F3 was later unveiled by some microsystems at the 2007 Java 1 conference as JavaFX. JavaFX is not as old as I thought it was. Wow. And God bless you, Chris Oliver, sir, wherever you are. Thank you. Wow. A lone engineer did it too? It's good. Okay. F3 was later unveiled by some microsystems as the 2007 Java 1 conference as JavaFX. On April 20, 2009, Oracle Corporation announced the acquisition of Sun Microsystems, making Oracle a new store of JavaFX. Wow. At Java 1 2010, Oracle announced the effective which included plans to phase out the JavaFX scripting language and recreate the JavaFX platform for Java as Java-based APIs. As promised, based on the 2010 roadmap, JavaFX was released at Java 1 in October 2011. In addition to the release of JavaFX 2.0, Oracle announced its commitment to take steps to open source JavaFX, thus allowing the community to help move the platform forward. That's great. Upon sourcing JavaFX, JavaFX will increase its adoption, enable quicker turnaround times on bug fixes, and generate new enhancements. Between JavaFX 2.1 and 2.2, the number of new features grew rapidly. Table FM1 shows the numerous features included between versions 2.1 and 2.2. Okay, we'll look at the table later because that table is somewhere ahead. And JavaFX 2.1 was the official release of the Java SDK on a Mac OS, where I am. JavaFX 2.2 was the official release of the Java SDK on a Linux operating system. The Java 8 release was announced March 8, 2014. Java 8 has many new APIs and new language enhancements, which includes lambdas, string API, Nashorn JavaScript engine. I don't even know what Nashorn is. And JavaFX APIs. Relating to JavaFX 8, the following features include 3D graphics, rich text support, and reading APIs. Java 9 is expected to be released sometime in September 2017. Java 9 has so many features, but the most important feature is modularization, better known as Project Result. Nice. Funny thing is that this book is called hold on, JavaFX 9 by example. It says it will be released I think so. This must be the review. Well, the third edition. Alright, the first edition didn't have it. Uh, first edition was probably just JavaFX, or maybe I'm not thinking about what I'm saying. All right, let me just do something here. Let me not float it on top. Okay. All right, so a brief history. Okay. Okay, well, you will learn in this book. In this book, you will be learning JavaFX 9 capabilities by following practical examples. These examples will in turn provide you with the knowledge needed to create your own rich client applications. Following Java's mantra, write once, run anywhere, JavaFX also preserves the same sentiment. Because JavaFX 9 is written entirely in the language of Java, it will feel right at home. Most of the examples can be compiled and run on Java 8. However, some of them are designed because of nice language enhancements. While working through this book with JavaFX 8 and 9, you will see that JavaFX APIs and language enhancements will help you to more product developer. Having said that, we encourage you to explore all. This book covers JavaFX 8 and 9, layout, UI controls, printer, animation, custom UIs, parts, media, what the Arduino, plugins, and tools. Sprite, I still gotta get. I'm familiar with lambdas, but I haven't just something where it's like in major. So I still gotta think about lambdas when I'm writing about it. So I gotta like get hard about it. Okay, who this book is for? If you're a Java developer looking to take your client-rich applications to the next level, you will find this book your guide to help you begin creating usable and aesthetically pleasing user interfaces. Also, if you are an experienced Java Swing Flash Flex SWC or developer who wants to learn how to create high-performance rich client-side applications, then this is the book for you. Okay, here's one thing. The other book, Pro Java 9, is actually for new developers. This one is for somewhat experienced developers, but I'm okay because I'm familiar with, I think, all the basics that I will cover anyway. So that's cool. Like for all the fundamentals. So how this book is structured. This book is arranged in a natural progression from beginner to intermediate and advanced level concepts. Oh, there you go. For the Java developer, none of the concepts mentioned in this book should be extremely difficult to figure out. And because I'm a Java developer. This book is purely example based, yes, and discusses major concepts before demonstrating applications. For each project, after showing the output from executing the code, we'll provide a detailed explanation walking through the code. Each example can be easily adapted to meet your own needs when developing a game, media player, or your and application. The more experienced developer you are, the more freedom you have from different chapters and examples throughout the book. Except that I'm not done. However, any Java developer can progress through the board and learn the skills needed to enhance their everyday creativity. And for now, that's what I want. Getting started. Chapter. We still got half hour. To get started using this book, to learn JavaFX time. Everyone wants to set up your development environment, compile and run many of these examples. In this chapter, you will learn how to install the required software, such as Java Development Kit. I already have that. And the NetBeans integrated development environment. I already went ahead and did it. After installing the required Java software, you will be creating a traditional Java code example. I've done it a couple of times, but I'm going to do it again because I figured that make it easier. So here's one thing that um, I understand. Okay, so why is this not? So Here's something that I have to. Give me just a bit of moment, please. Okay, so uh, thank you. So what I was saying is that by by writing this code, sorry that I'm switching and testing something here. So by writing this code a couple of times, I realized that the kinds of things that I need to learn in JavaFX, because it has so many modules, are the just like when you learn Java, the original, public static void names, array R's, and so on. Like there are things that you're always going to repeat over and over and over again anytime you write JavaFX application. And so the initial import statements for the application and the rest of the code, which I can't even recall by mind. I can have it right there, but I can't express it. It's stuff that I have to repeat a lot of times more for it and memorize it so that I can just get on to learning the other stuff that actually makes the bulk of the code and, make it pretty on screen. So it's okay for me to kind of uh, do this uh, Hello World JavaFX application again. Regardless of how many times I need to do it, I need to do it until I memorize the original code. So I just write it. I don't think about it anymore. Just like I do with JavaFX. I have to write. I don't think about the beginning code. I just do it. That's because I have wrote lots, hundreds of applications, like well, not application, but like classes, just writing, practicing hours. That's the thing. I'm a total completely uh, JavaFX. I am a total beginner. So, so this is good. Okay, so now let's go back to this here. And, let's uh, here. After installing the required software, you will begin by creating a traditional JavaFX Hello World example. Once you are comfortable with the developing environment, I will walk through the JavaFX Hello source code. Finally, we get into how to ensure that the standalone application to be launched. The input. This in Java will I don't know if it's the same terminology that they'll use for here. I realize many developers are partial to their IDEs and editors, so I've also provided 3 ways to compile another example. My first way to compile and run download it. I like it. I like to use Java, TextMate or this TextMate does this for Java, but IntelliJ and others. But because these books that run JavaFX for some reason, they all depend on that things, I decided to just do it. Okay, the second one you will learn how to unfilter. That is very important. I learned to do that. And thirdly, you will be using a build tool called Gradle to compile and run JavaFX applications. Gradle, I use it maybe on a Gradle. I don't have a lot of tools for Gradle, but um, in the IntelliJ, Gradle and Maven are both available for running standard Java applications. The second and third strategies are for those who are not fond of fancy IDEs. If you're more comfortable with the Eclipse and IntelliJ IDE, you will be happy to know that Gradle can generate the respective project files that will allow your projects to be easily loaded into them. Yeah, I'd rather do IntelliJ, but for the sake of the following the same book, I'm gonna use that bits. If you're familiar with the installation of Java Development Kit, Gradle, and the NetBeans IDE, you can skip to chapter 2, which covers Java 9 ticks. So let's get started now. I'm not gonna skip it. Okay, so downloading. Okay. I probably should skip this, but just in case there's something else that I don't, some little gem of information that I don't know, I'm just going to read it. Many examples, but when using this book, you'll find many examples of mistakes written using Java 8. JDK. However, Chapter 20 of the chapter Java 9 specific concepts, making the Java 9 JDK a requirement. Following prior to this is Java Performance Modularity Jigsaw. Modularity will truly transform your client-side applications. You're probably wondering exactly how is it transformed. Well, imagine an application that occupies a small dependent memory and space. This is really fast to load times and better users. Having said this, go ahead and download Java 9, prompt it later. The chapter uses items on JDK, Windows, Java JDK from the following URL. Okay, so I think I already have it. So we'll just go and go on. I will okay. Another tool that we have not mentioned in prior editions is Gradle. Gradle has become an industry standard in build projects and artifact in the world. So artifact. Later, I'll walk you through how to Gradle for the now head over to Gradle.org and look for the download link. At the download link, you will be presented with two binary distributions. One is just a binary distribution, the other is a full distribution with source code and implementation. The binary distribution is required to build applications. So what to download? Okay, go to URL and download Gradle tools. Okay, so let's do something here. I am going to let's go and this is probably gonna switch because I have the automatic switcher on. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I am on the okay. You cannot see the oh, it's because I have the browser. Oh my god. I forgot. Okay, you cannot see it, but I have the file finder open. So I'm gonna create a dedicated folder in my external hard drive. SSD for JavaFX. I think I have one for Oracle. Let me see. I don't. So I'm gonna build one for Oracle. Oracle. Okay. Oracle Technologies is what I'm gonna call it. And what I'm gonna do, even though I do have JavaFX already running, in one of the folders I forget, I'm just going to download it again there. So what we're gonna do, man, I don't really want to open the browser because it's gonna kill the CPU and make this video slow. All right. You know what? Let's not waste time for now. Because anyway, I think I already have NetBeans and probably since Java 9 is already installed anyway, the JDK. All right. Okay. 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 Okay, so I already have the NetBeans, so I can skip this page 2. Sorry, guys. You know what? For the sake of the video, you can pause the video if you like, so you can read that. Go. Pause the videos if you like, so you can read that because I'm not gonna read it. I'm already ahead of the game here with this thing, just because I already have installed. Okay. You can pause the video if you need to. Pause the video as oops. Pause the video if you need to. I don't need it. I'm on a Mac. Okay, I already have it installed, so just pause the video if you need to. This is for Windows. All right. Okay, this is for Mac OS. I am going to skip this here. Excuse me. My goodness. Okay. All right. I am just going to, for the sake of the video, show this. I already have it. Just pause the video if you like. All right. Okay. All right. All right. And now installing the JDK on Linux. Pause the video as you see fit. Here are the commands. Okay. Pause the video. All right, let me again highlight this code here. This commands. Pause the video to your need. Okay. Oh my God. So Linux has so many options. All right. Think we're almost done. Yep. All right. Okay, if you aren't using the conveniences of alternative to point to your default Java binaries, you can do it in the old-fashioned way by setting up Java environment variables. There are other strategies to easily switch Java versions that I've not mentioned in this chapter, but understanding Java's environmental variables will allow you to install and develop applications on any operating system. You still need to set up a couple of environment variables. How you set them and the values should be set to vary depending on your operating system. The variables to set are the following: Java home, where the Java implementation directory lives, and path that specifies where the Java executable directories resides. Okay, this environment variables lets the system search paths or directories containing executable files. Java executables reside in the bin directory under the Java home directory. Okay, the file environments, Windows operating system. All right. Okay, pause the book as you need it. On Unix, like Mac OS and Linux. Okay. 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 All right. Okay, so this is actually taking a little longer than I thought. Let's see if I'm gonna move through this. And we're actually almost done with our 55 minutes. Did I? Okay. It's the next page. Okay, this page. Okay, pause the video so you see the need. All right. All right. So, excuse me. I'm so sorry about that. Okay. Yeah, Nano is actually pretty cool. Okay, this you can look up online. How to navigate Nano and so on. These are the Nano commands. Yeah, you can look this up online. But anyway, here's some of the commands. You can pause the video as you need to, because I'm not gonna stop there. I may review that later for macOS, but not now. I will need to get to the meat of the thing. Coding with NetBeans. Okay. Okay. All right. So actually, this I'm gonna skip because I already have NetBeans. So let's go. All right. Let's go to the next ones. I already have NetBeans. And okay, I'm only gonna worry about the NetBeans ID from now. I'll skip everything else. Okay. Okay. So I have the NetBeans ID already launched, and it's right here. So we are going to, let me try something here. Excuse me. Okay. Okay. So new project. Okay. JavaFX. Okay. Okay. So I guess you have two poses here on contact because it looks like the JavaFX actually is not fine JavaFX here. Let me see. Maybe I'm not. We didn't read right. Yeah. Select the JavaFX folder. So this I don't have. Okay. And this. Okay. Station. Next. Okay. And here. Okay. So I'm gonna post this, and I'm gonna take a moment anyway. It's already my 55 minutes, so I'm just going to I'm just going to go ahead and download JavaFX started, and then on the next video, we'll start the coding JavaFX and the Hello World application. Thank you for going with me, and